Good morning, YouTube. Tim with Outdoor Trail Hiker. Me and Remington are headed to the Ouachita Forest area. Beautiful morning. All the rain's out of here. So far, I'm running about 72 mile an hour, and with the rooftop tent mounted back there, I can't tell it. The only thing I can really notice is it seems like the truck might be riding a little bit smoother, I guess because of the weight back there, which, you know, it's not a whole lot of weight, but I guess by the time you include all my camping gear and stuff, it adds up. But yeah, in a little bit, hour and a half or so, we'll be to the Ouachita National Forest, and we're going to try to find a dispersed camping site. Well, we are at Albert Pike. Had to take a bathroom break. Come here, Remy, let me untangle you. Come here, sit. All right. I'm going to walk Remy around while we're here. There's a walking trail here in the Albert Pike area. Nice crystal clear stream. Stay use only. There's bathrooms up there. Picnic areas. He's anxious to be out of the truck. Now that's the exit out of here, and if you go right, let me spin around here. If you go right, you go up toward Barge Springs, where I stayed last time. And if you keep going, you'll end up at Shady Lake. But when we leave this time, we're going to go left, and then at the sign where you go toward Langley, we're going to make another left and go and explore and see if we can find a dispersed camping area. But we've got all day. We're not in any hurry, so we're going to explore as we go. The bathroom's there. Alright, we're going to go back to the truck now that we stretched our legs, use the facilities, and continue our journey. That water's clear down there. Big old rocks. Y'all have seen us come over this bridge before. And we made a right at the light and went toward Langley and headed on to the house. This time we're going to go left and see what we can find that way. Little Missouri Falls is 8 miles that way. Ooh, hang on, Remy, big mom. Used to be camping all in here, but ever since the flood, it's all closed down. There used to be a camp area right there. Can't camp here no more. Another big speed bump. Closed. Well, we're fixing to end the payment up here. Sure where that goes. We'll continue this way. In a minute, I'm going to pull up my maps and see if I can't find a dead end road. Bumpy through here. I got some different directions I can go here, so I'm gonna put this up and pull a map up. Well, I decided just to pick a turn and go and see what's up here as we go. Stream off to this side. Waterfall down there. way down to the creek right there. Fire ring, you can camp right there. That's awful low, which all of our rain's out of here. Beautiful up in here. Might be a nice spot right there. Okay, if I see something interesting, I'll start filming again. Well, I wasn't for sure where I was going, and I made another turn and I saw a sign that said Little Missouri Falls. It's 5 miles up this road. So we are headed that direction. Looks like things may get muddier going this way, but that's what a four-wheel drive is for, right? Oh, look at the potholes. I don't know if y'all can see the potholes, but it's rough. But we're gonna see what Little Missouri Falls has. Little narrow bridge up here. Going underneath it. Still traveling toward Little Missouri Falls, I believe. There was a turnoff back there. I figured we just keep going straight since there wasn't no sign saying to turn. I got to, once we find a little spot to set up camp, I got to play with my, there's another closed gate. Look at that big hill there. Going the right direction. But for some reason I'm not getting my map to work, so I'm gonna have to play around with it. I'm checking out all these little places that you can pull off and camp. So I could camp right in that spot and be right next to that. Free camping this time. That's what we're looking for. Look at that. Looks like there's a spot right there. Big old rock. Right by this bridge. That one would work. You hear the waterfall in the rock cliff. Just going up this road a little ways. We'll remember that one's there. If we have to backtrack, we will. But we're going up, so let's continue to see what's up here. I wouldn't mind camping on top of the mountain. I think Remington's about ready to get out and explore. He's starting to whine. Really rocky through here. Do you believe we're going up? Really, really rocky. He says, let me see. Rock cliff. It's a lot steeper right here than it looks on the camera. Beautiful country. Actually going down now. Back up. So far I haven't seen another vehicle out here because this is Monday. Beautiful. Let's see what this is. Little Missouri Falls, 1 mile, so I need to turn. Bard Springs, 14 miles from here. We'll go check out Little Missouri Falls and see what kind of camping might be by it. And if I don't see anything, we may go back to that spot we passed back there. Good spot to set the tent up, and we cross the street. The creek's right there. Plenty of room to walk and explore. We're at Little Missouri Falls. Thanks to know the little signs up here. day use area. Hear me looking out the window. We'll come explore this area later. Falls are back up that trail over there. Alright, we backtracked from where we was at up there at Little Missouri Falls to that one camp area that we passed. There's a fire ring down there, and he's pulling me down the hill. The road is right there, so we're kind of close to the road, but I've only passed one of the vehicles since we've been here, and it was a Jeep. And I talked with him for just a minute. Creek's right here. Haven't seen anything that said I couldn't camp here. And I backed up the hill. I may have to go back a little bit, maybe forward, I don't know, to see exactly where I want to pop the tent up at, right up there. Looks kind of level. Nice spot. I'm going to enjoy spending some time here. And this is just this side of the road. The other side of the road is even prettier. It's like I got a little bit of trash to pick up out of that fire pit. Explore the other side of the road. See what's over here. Come here, Randy. Get tangled up. Come here. There you go. Let's go down here. No, let's go down here. What a good spot. What a good spot. I like it. Fire ring right there. Would have been pretty uneven down here. Plus I kind of wanted to stay on the higher ground, a little bit drier maybe. That right there is deep enough you can swim in it. Oh, this is very nice. trail right here, Remy. Looks like somebody's actually drove up in here. So we got some area we can explore, plenty of creek. Definitely a spot I'll be coming back to. Alright, Remy, this is far enough for now. The road right over there. We will explore more later. Let's go make something to eat. Well, this is going to be home for a little bit. But this is a really nice area. I will be coming back here many more times and enjoying it. It looks like it's a pretty popular place though. There's a lot of campgrounds. Looks like they've been used quite a bit. So we'll see how it goes. During the week shouldn't be no problem though. But yeah, I'm liking it. And I said I'm fixing to cook us a hamburger over here, and let me swap this around. I'm fixing to fire this new stove up and cook a hamburger, maybe some french fries. But we're just going to hang out, walk around here and explore just one little area right here. I don't plan on going far because I just want to relax. And we did a little dirt road driving coming to this spot, so that kind of satisfied that. And yeah, it's nice. But for now I'm going to cook. I'm not going to do a cooking video. Y'all know how to cook hamburgers. I will let you know how my new little 2-burner propane stove works though. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, I just lit the stove. It lit up, no problem at all. Hear that gas coming out of there? Do some cooking on this. Yeah, it's gonna work just fine. This is just a short walk from where we're camped. Down the road, going back toward Albert Pike. So somebody had tried to have a big old fire right there. Up here, Remy. Another good spot to get off in there and get cool if you need to. Pretty deep right there. Another deep hole over there. This is down by the stream we're camped by. Another little pull-off area. There's a fire pit at the back, right next to the road and across from where we was just at. You definitely would want to have a rooftop tent. That's about all that could go here. I guess the tent could go right over there. We're going to walk back to the camp area. It's just up there at that curve. Up to the bridge, Remington. So we're camped. Kind of nice. I don't have to worry about rushing to set the tent up because it's so quick. I can set it up right before you get ready to go to bed or whenever I want, really. Beautiful. Pretty cool. Gonna be peaceful. I'm thinking about making some coffee now. Okay, fixing to make me some coffee. I'm gonna light that and go ahead and I'm gonna heat the water up in this, but I'm not gonna percolate coffee. My experience so far, percolating the coffee just takes too long and uses more energy. So I'm going to throw me some grounds down in here, and when the water's hot, I just put water in there, let it sit for a while, and then slowly plunge that down to keep the coffee grounds in the bottom, and I'll have coffee. That should be a lot quicker and easier and use less gas to get good coffee. I do think this is glass. I do think I'm going to go ahead and try to find a plastic one. I know there's some cups that you can actually plunge down and actually use the cup as your coffee cup too, but I just want a plastic one where I can put it off in a travel mug. But this is going to work great, and it should be a lot quicker. Okay, so I've got my hot water in there, and I'm going to let it soak for a while. And after a few minutes, I'll come back and I'll slowly plunge the plunger down, and then I'll pour it into my cup, and I'll have coffee. And if you're careful, you can do it this way without getting a bunch of grounds in your cup. A lot quicker and going to be a lot stronger coffee than what I was getting out of the percolating. Well, I'll be doing coffee from now on. Set the tent up after I made my coffee and drank a little bit. My castle in the sky. I get the annex. That'll be right behind the ladder up against the truck bed. So there'll be a little room right there. So that's going to be really nice. But all the cooking I do on the tailgate. Really handy. Now I do have a tarp. And I have a way, if I want, I can actually put an awning off this back side. These slide up on both corners, and you put the eye of the tarp over it, and I mean it goes up pretty high, and then you come out, and I have poles that go in the outside that you tie off. So if I wanted, I could have an awning on this side, but I'm not going to need it, especially once I get that annex room. And if I wanted to, I can move that front corner pole to this corner here. I may have to push the tent in a little bit, but I could actually do the same thing off the back end and bring my tarp off the back. But I'll probably just save up and put an awning up there. Matches the tent. But yeah, there it is. I like it. It's going to be nice. View from all the way around. I can look up the mountain. I can look out over the road, over the stream. Really nice. I think there's been about 4 cars drive by since I've been here. I'll have a little bit of a campfire tonight. Thought there's a cave up over that way. Three ropes tied in the tree right there. It's a knot right there. I guess at times maybe this gets deep enough you could actually jump out there like that, but right now I wouldn't jump out there off no rope. It don't look deep enough to me. Pretty deep right there in the center. It's still not deep enough to do no diving. See some little bluegill in there. My boy's being so good. Got his own lawn chair and he just sitting there, or should I say laying there. Watched a couple four-wheelers go by a minute ago. You're a good boy, ain't you? Yeah, you're a good boy. No, you stay there. Yeah. He's getting better about camping. Loving the tent, loving the setup, loving the ease. How easy everything is. I love it, you know. All my stuff's just right there. It's not too hard to climb up in there and get in those boxes. I can keep stuff locked up in there. Keep the honest people out anyway. And I tell you what, that shower, solar shower right here is amazing. You know, washing dishes, rinsing your hands off, it's great. And that Fat Max, you don't have to run long at all to pressurize it. I mean, you get about 5 psi in there and you got enough pressure to wash dishes. And it don't automatically come on once the pressure's down, but you just hit the compressor button and it'll, you know, turn on, and it'll automatically turn off once it hits the pressure you got it set on. So it doesn't use a whole lot of juice to do it. That little rubber flap there, it don't want to stay shut. But anyway, and once I get done with it here, I'll unhook that air line, and that will go up in a tent with me, and I'll have my light and my ports to plug my phone in and get it charged, and you know, whatever else I want to plug in to keep it powered. So it's a really good combination. I can plug my light that's in the tent into this, and it'll keep that tent to come with the tent on. So I said it's just a cool little multi-use tool. If your battery goes dead, if you haven't used all of it, which you won't, you could jump start a vehicle with it. I didn't bring my solar panels this time because I really didn't have room to mount them. I could have just laid them out somewhere, but I still have my battery and my controller box locked up in that box. So if need be, if that runs out of juice, I can hook up my stuff to that control box that's in this black box, and that's days worth of battery right there. I really don't need solar panels with me, because when I get home I can charge everything up and then I'm set for several days. Now if I'm going to go for a very long period of time, that's when a solar panel is going to come in handy. But on my truck, the plug down there, like when I was pulling my camper and my camper had the battery set up on it, I had a power cord from my plug down there running to the camper, and it kept my battery charged. So I'm thinking I'm going to adapt a plug with the charge wire coming out and into my black box. So while I'm driving, it will keep that battery charged, or if it's down a little bit, it'll charge it back up. So, I mean, the system's there, and, you know, I know it'll charge the battery, So that would keep you going for quite a while. And of course, I have the 12-volt plug. You can see it right there, to where I can plug stuff in and actually use the battery that's on the truck. So, you know, no more electronics than I use when I'm out like this. I really don't foresee needing solar panels. But I do think I'm going to save up and get the one, I think it's a 100-watt solar panel. That way I think it's like in a briefcase. That way I can just set it out in the sun, find a sunny spot, run a cable, and go that route instead of mounting solar panels. And I'm not too worried about that because, like I said, I really don't think I'm going to need it. I've got battery-powered big spotlight. I've got a flashlight on my phone. I've got a way to keep the phone charged. That FatMax has a pretty bright light. The tent comes with the light. I have 2 battery packs that will last for hours. So I think I'm pretty much set as far as power goes. My cooking is propane. My heat's propane. So yeah, like I said, I'm loving the setup. And that shower is so nice. Now, last time I camped, I actually rinsed off with this, and it worked great. I put about 15 psi pressure on it, and I had plenty of pressure, you know, to rinse the soap off. So it worked out real good. And the way I do this is I can raise this pole up. I already told you about putting a canopy on here, but I can raise this pole up and hook the tarp in the center, and then run it out kind of catty-cornered from the truck and just put the bottom of the tarp down on the ground. And I actually have a little private place I can get where, you know, no one can see me. And then I just take it down, fold it up, put it in the black box. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really liking this. And today has turned out beautiful. After all that rain we had. I think now the count on vehicles is about 6, and there's been 2 4-wheelers went up the road. And using that French press to do coffee is the way to go when you're camping. We've had one and we've used it off and on for years. But I never thought, well, I'm not going to take it because it's glass. I was afraid I was going to break it. But this time, I said, you know what, I'm going to take it. I'll put it in a box to where it won't get broke, hopefully. And it worked out great. I still want to go get a plastic one. Mobile One had sent me some stickers to put on the truck, and they were not the correct type of, they weren't made for exterior, so I'm not sure why they sent me all of them, because they're all made like this, and as soon as they got wet they started peeling off. So eventually I'm going to have to get something to try to get that off, because that's ugly. Stillen sent me stickers. I have the Stillen radiator in here, and it seems to be sticking pretty good. Eno sent me some stickers. They're sticking really well. Who else sent me stuff? Of course, I've got BF Goodrich. They sent me a whole package. I've got more that I haven't put on. But, you know, I don't want to get too much stuff on here. And I've got Bilstein. I've got the Bilstein shocks on my truck. I use Mobile One. That sticker there does stick on there alright. But I use Mobile One in my vehicles. They're there, you know. Get your hammocks. It's going to be interesting to see how cool that tent stays when it gets hot. I have to figure out a way to put an air conditioner in that sucker. I got a generator I could put in the back of the truck that'll power a small window unit. So I could build a little box right there and blow it through that window. Set it up on that rack, blow it through the window. Oh, actually we'll just go jump in the stream until it's dark and cools down and then go to bed. But it gets hot in Texas. But I'm just rambling on. I don't know how much of this video I'll use, but it is what it is. My cell phone battery got low, so I'm having to charge her up with my multi-purpose Fat Max. I love this thing. Battery be charged in a little bit. Hoping to smoke out some mosquitoes with some citronella. Which they're not all that bad. I got a really good breeze blowing across here, so I built some rocks up, hoping to kind of block a little bit of the wind off of it. It's helping some. Probably about 7:30, 7:15 in the evening. Sun's going down. Things kind of look a little different when the sun goes down. Different reflections. View from my porch. My buddy. We just went down to the stream. He got a little bit wet. So now he's got to clean himself. So far the mosquitoes aren't too bad. As soon as they start getting pesky, we'll move into the tent. Sound of running water all around us. Except behind us. That stream runs back that way and it comes down. And it goes around under the road and then all the way up that side, and it runs along with the road. Of course, there's no kind of cell signal here. I was trying to do a little research on this little area right here, and of course I couldn't get nothing to pull up. I did get it marked on maps though. We're just going to relax the rest of the evening, turn in a little bit, and start again tomorrow. If anything interesting happens tonight, I'll try to get it on video. There's looking out the front door of the tent. It's going to get kind of chilly tonight, so I haven't opened everything all the way up, but view out the side. View out over the truck, at the cab of the truck. And I don't have the back one open, but it's comfortable in here. It feels really good. And if it starts getting cool tonight, I'll zip everything up and just leave enough for moisture. Remy's laying over there in the corner, looking out the window. This is the light. Man, it lights this whole tent up. It's pretty much dark outside. And you can see how bright it is in here. Plenty of light. It's like daylight in here. Pretty cool. He's got his blanket, so he's happy. Trying to get that whippoorwill on video. That fire looks worse than it really is. That's just one of those mosquito round things. that has citronella oil in it. It'll burn out here in a little bit. And I guess now that I have the video going, the whippoorwill's going to be quiet. The amazing sounds of the forest. Good morning, YouTube. Tim's Outdoor Trail Hikers. We had a pleasant rest in the rooftop tent last night. We slept a lot better than we did when we was in the ground tent the last camping trip. Remy seemed to be a lot better. That or there just wasn't nothing out here freaking them out at this camp area. But yeah, it's really nice. We slept in a little bit compared to normal, which is a little bit chilly today. Going to be a beautiful day. Let me show you the sunshine. As you can see, the sun's coming up. Beautiful creek. Sun shining in the trees. Smittybilt Rooftop Tent did wonderful. I'm in love with it. Unless we have to go way off and we take our car to camp, that will be the only time I use a ground tent again. That thing is great. Now it was pretty chilly. It got down to 50s, which it pretty much stayed warm in the tent. But just to knock the chill off of it, I put the buddy heater up there and I only lit the pilot. I didn't light the grate. So, and of course I left window halfway open, so. But it kept the chill out. We could look outside and we weren't cold. Which I could have left the window open. It probably would have been just fine without anything. But I wanted to lay there and look outside. It was peaceful last night. I didn't hear not a single car drive by. But I've got the stove going. Got some coffee on. Now I'm fixing to do some sausage and eggs. What do you say, Remington? You ready for some sausage and eggs? Yeah, you are, aren't you? This double burner propane stove by Coleman is also wonderful. I like it a whole lot better than that single burner stove that runs on butane. I've been using one bottle the whole time we've been here, and it's not even near empty. So yeah, if you got room, the bigger stove with the regular propane bottles is the way to go. But I guess I'll stop recording now and go ahead and get us some breakfast cooked. Like I said, just going to throw some eggs and sausage in the frying pan and fry it up on that stove right there. Alright guys, so there's my Coleman stove breakfast. 3 eggs, 3 pieces sausage, one of those pieces sausage for Remington, and my coffee. Good stuff. I'm ready to chow down. Don't that look good? Remy's patiently waiting his piece of sausage. We walked back across the street to the stream. I brought my coffee over here and thought I would sit on this big rock and listen to the stream, watch it. Can y'all see the sun and water reflecting off the rock over there? I don't know if you can see it in here or not. Pretty amazing. We had our breakfast, and I already have all the windows and flaps zipped up on the tent. So all we have left is to fold it up, organize stuff in the back of the truck. Here's the first vehicle for the day. Organize some stuff in the back of the truck, and then we can go explore some forest. We're probably going to head home today. We're planning another trip, and I'm going to be able to bring my wife with me. It's beautiful here. I'm going to sit here and enjoy my coffee for a little bit. We'll talk to y'all later. Okay, we're ready to row. We're going to explore some more of the National Forest. And hope we can show y'all some more interesting stuff.